I'm honestly living my dream life right now. It feels like a fever dream every single day. I got paid from YouTube for the first time.
Don't do it for the money. That's like number one. Publishing weekly videos, getting only, less than 100 views on average is demoralizing at times. And so
it's all in your head. You can definitely do more than you think. Let's not forget, I quit my 9-to-5 job for this.
I feel like I start from the bottom. I'm a loner at night, that's a problem. I'm a loner at night and I'm wildin'. Got a gun on my hip as a silence. And my niggas, they bringing the violence.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. It is week 5, episode 4 of the 75 Hard Challenge. I'm feeling 100% again. I just went on a 3-mile run with my dog Bear, and look at that, 940 per mile pace. And it was like super simple, super easy. It's like you do things over and over again, it gets easier. Who would have thought? And I'm going to attempt to run 6 miles tomorrow at a 10-minute per mile pace with my friend who's actually running the Chicago Marathon. So we'll see how far we can push ourselves for 6 miles. But for the first part of the video, I thought I'd show you guys one of my favorite bulking meals to make. And this is what fitness and health is about for me, right? I've done the whole bodybuilding thing of eating only clean foods, just chicken breast, rice, and only sticking to that. But personally, I don't want to live like that. So we're still sticking to healthy options and healthy foods, but making them taste good and also incorporating cheat meals for mental sanity so I can keep a good relationship with food. This is going to be a Korean infused protein bowl with rice and flank steak. But first, we're gonna heat the pan to medium. And I've said this before, but always use a stainless steel pan to cook your proteins. And I'll link mine where I got it on Amazon in the description. It will just make your proteins taste better. After a very long time cooking this meal, which normally would have just taken me 20 minutes to cook, I'm trying to get all the shots and also think about how to make it into a short. We got seaweed here, we got the sauce to dip the beef in, and we have the bowl, the protein bowl. I'm gonna calculate all the nutrition facts and macros and pop them up right here. But let's dig in, I'm starving. So good. It's almost 3 a.m. I was planning to do shooting for this YouTube video, more filming, showing you guys how I meal prep my chicken breasts to make them taste good on top of the Korean infused protein bowl. That was probably the last clip. I got really busy with just being on calls all day with a bunch of different people and working on training and diet programs, building that onto this fitness app that I'm using for my clients, which is awesome because being busy and productive, I'd rather much be in that position than have no work and just be lounging around, not doing anything. Being busy means you're making progress towards that goal and we're getting somewhere, I plan on doing the meal prep. I want that to be a big part of this video, how I make my proteins and just marinate the chicken breast to taste good, which will probably be on Friday. That's the plan. I'm going to make sure I charge all my equipment before I head out tomorrow, so I don't forget anything and everything's good to go. But I'm going to hit the sack now and I'll check back in tomorrow. It's currently 12:20 p.m. on Wednesday, the next day. It's day 31 of my 75 Hard Challenge. I'm driving to the far west to run the 6 miles with my friend. And yesterday I got paid from YouTube for the first time, which is crazy. It's a huge milestone for me. And who else better to share it with than people who've been watching my channel and supporting me. So thank you so much. This is huge. And you already know I had to invest it right back into the videos for the YouTube channel. So I picked up some camera equipment, nothing too crazy and nothing too expensive. Stuff that I've been wanting to make better gym videos, more cinematic, get different angles and cool shots. So that should be coming in tomorrow. And hopefully the workout portion of this video is a little better. And there's that improvement that I always talk about. But let me focus back on driving.
This proves our doesn't support this jewelry. I made great game.
completed the 6-mile run and ran at a 10:30 pace, which I'm pretty happy about. Well, we're headed to play pickleball now. And while playing pickleball, I'll be interviewing / asking him some questions about just content making and just his journey and story of quitting his 9-to-5 also and being successful on YouTube as well as Instagram and TikTok. Also, shout out Grant's girlfriend Bianca for making us the chicken wraps. Thank you, that was very delicious. Do you want to give a quick little introduction
Sure.
of yourself?
So I'm Grant. I also used to work at KPMG, did accounting at U of I like Leo, quit the corporate 9-to-5 about 2.5 years into working the 9-to-5, and been in content creation for about 2.5 as well. And my niche is really DIY renovation content.
What would you say your reason for starting like creating content was and making YouTube videos?
I was a viewer for all my life. That's why YouTube's my baby. I've been watching YouTube since probably elementary school, and middle school is when I really started like subscribing to people, regularly watching people. A lot of those channels aren't even around anymore.
So what would you say is like #1 advice for someone wanting to create like a YouTube video or YouTube channel?
I've heard this advice a lot, and I think it is true, is to don't do it for the money. That's like #1. It's a nice benefit, but you shouldn't get into the game to make it a living or to make it big. I would get into it because you're passionate about something in particular in your life that you want to share with others. For me, it's doing DIY projects, renovating. Like, I would do that regardless of if I had a YouTube channel or not. So the YouTube kind of came second. The passion for the renovation came first. I think similar to you want to pursue entrepreneurship, and you wanted to document your journey along the way, but it wasn't documentation that was the priority.
And for your channel and your videos, right, per se, how long did it take until you started seeing some views and like progress with content creation?
A long time. I think, if I remember correctly, to hit the monetization metric, which is 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
In terms of long form video, I think it was a 1.5 years roughly into creating the channel that I hit that metric. So that can probably put things into perspective a little bit. And I think the growth is exponential, but that first 1,000 subscribers is probably one of the hardest, probably harder than getting to 1 million for some people, is going from 0 to 1,000. So that's why I say you gotta be passionate about it from the get-go, because publishing weekly videos, getting only less than 100 views on average is demoralizing at times. And so you kind of have to be passionate about it, that you want to put that next video out regardless of if it gets 30 views or 30,000.
And you stayed consistent for that 1.5 years of posting weekly videos?
Yeah, I think it was almost, I kept going. So I think it was 2 years up until
That's crazy.
I think there was like 2 weeks in the 104 that I technically missed it. But I would say, I think I hit like 98% weekly uploads every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. I think consistency is key, at least for the starting of a channel.
So would you say in the beginning of like starting YouTube or content creation in general, is it quality over quantity or quantity over quality?
That's a great question. What I basically just said is it's more about quantity.
Yeah.
And I think it's a balance, really. I do think at the very beginning, quantity might take precedence, but it's only like 51-49 as opposed to 90-10 in terms of prioritization.
What piece of advice would you give if someone does want to quit their 9-to-5 to pursue whatever their passions are?
I would say one is don't make a rash decision. Take your time with it, sleep on it. That's a very big decision. You can always go back and get a 9-to-5, but I always say if you're gonna make it, you kind of have to put your 100% effort into it. You don't wanna have the mindset of, oh, if I fail, I'll go back. Like, don't worry about failure. Just worry about, doing what you're saying you're gonna do. And the other thing is, if you have dependents, like girlfriend, wife, kids, like dogs even, make sure that you can support those people if you were to quit. But I would say at least be able to sustain yourself for 6 months, knowing you won't make any money. If you can't achieve that, then I'd save up some more before making that decision.
I completely agree with that. That's probably one of my biggest regrets, is not having a more detailed plan before quitting. Even though I guess that was the whole point, just to put myself in a position to figure it out
Yeah.
and find what my passions and things that I'm going to be fulfilled by in life are. But yeah, if I were to do it all over again, I would definitely have more of a detailed plan set out, especially like a routine.
I do think I could have even done a better job with a plan, and like you said, routine. It's very easy to slip into waking up at 10, 11 instead
Yep.
of 7 or 8, and you know, working out in the middle of the day instead of, you know, before or after work. And so I think I fell victim to that a little bit, but I think routine's really important, at least for myself, to stay consistent and make sure that I'm still pumping out the content, still getting work done, but also not burning myself out at the same time.
All right, that's it for the interview portion. And now we're gonna play a competitive match of pickleball.
Let's see if he can get a point on me.
Now we're here at LA Fitness. I'm about to meet my online coaching client. Not sure if he's gonna be okay with being filmed and how much of it I'll record, because I wanna really focus on training him. So I'll try to get some shots in there, and if not, I'll check back in later tonight. When you do this exercise, right? When you're pressing, instead of being out here, like, do you see how my elbows are flared? Try bringing them like in more. Yeah. At this position, at the lowest part of the range. And then when you press up, that's when you flare them out. Good job, see? It's all in your head. You can definitely do more than you think.
I got back into it. I've been focused more on form, so I just don't know when to move past that. Maybe I'll do 35 now instead of 30.
You gotta do 35 now. I see the progress tracker. I'm gonna be on your ass. I'm gonna be like, yo, I saw you do 35. Why are you doing 30? We should be going up. Yeah, exactly. And it should feel like your back is squeezed a little, right?
Yeah.
I don't want you to hurt yourself, so make sure.
Go back to 30s.
Nah. I just wrapped up personal training. My client, Austin. Shout outs to him for actually taking a chance on me with my online coaching. And now I'm here at my friend Jessica's place because she needs help with understanding earnings reports. So I'll actually be putting my accounting and finance knowledge and CPA license to use, but I have no idea how much help I'll be.
And then I also feel like during the call, I'm supposed to be taking notes. And if I don't know like what I'm supposed to be taking notes on.
So basically you want to present to your team, hey, like these are things that are going well for them. And these are things that are increasing their revenues and profit margins. But these are things that are like increasing in expenses. These are countries and regions that they're doing poorly. On earnings calls, they want to be honest, but also please the investors. So I would also look at the after hour stock price.
Really? Okay.
Just to see how the market reacts, right? 2020. So that's where you'll find this information to create exactly this.
Okay.
So you don't need to, do not take notes on the
Okay.
earnings call about specific numbers, because that's waste of your like energy
Okay.
and time. Hopefully I was of at least a little help, and in exchange I got a toilet paper because I ran out of toilet paper. Now I'm gonna head back home and start editing this video and go to bed. So I'll catch you on Friday. It's currently Friday at 10:30 p.m. and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have any desire to make this segment of the video right now, but I did want to make this meal prep of my chicken breast big part of this video and kind of walk you guys through what the recipe is. I'm going to get all the ingredients, put them nicely on the dining table because the kitchen's looking a little too messy, and then I'll do a little voiceover. First, we're gonna get all the ingredients and a large mixing bowl to put everything in, because the hardest thing about cooking is timing and then not knowing what the next step is. So I'm dicing those onions, and then these chicken breasts were frozen, so I'm smelling them to see if they went bad. First ingredient is going to be onions. Chop them up, slice them, and we're gonna mix it with soy sauce. We're gonna put a small amount of sugar. None of this is measured because I'm the only one eating it and I could kind of eyeball things. I don't like chopping raw garlic, so we're gonna use minced garlic for this. And also gochujang. That's what just makes this like, anytime I put gochujang, I'm gonna just call it Korean. 2 large heaping spoonfuls of it. Gonna put more onions. I used 1.5 onions for this. And also green onions, just because it makes it more colorful, makes the food look more appetizing. And I'm using my bare hands. Like I said, I'm the only one eating it, so it doesn't really matter. I did wash my hands before though. And we're gonna refrigerate the marinade for 45 minutes in the fridge. Turn the stove to low heat at first, and then use avocado oil. And then once that heats up, turn it back up to medium-high heat. And then I'm gonna cook the chicken breast, but not overcrowd the pan because then it won't cook evenly. I did 7 minutes on each side before flipping them. Got a little burned, but
That's to be expected considering how large the chicken breasts were. And as always, plate your food nicely, just psychologically. Makes the food taste better if you're having trouble eating at home. And I'm adding kimchi because it has probiotics and also adds more color to the plate. Yeah, try this recipe at home. Let me know how it is.
Currently 12:40 on Saturday, the next day after that meal prepping thing. And I got this new camera thing to mount onto my car. So we're gonna go hit our second session of the day. We're gonna do shoulders and tries. Going to kill it, and then hopefully the cinematic gym content is much better. So I'll cut to the edit.
Fuck this life, I'm over it. Pop some pills, I'm sober rich. Don't even know what I'm noticing. Still having trouble focusing, cause you don't know what I'm coping with. Depression, stress, that's half of it. Always rolling blunts, I got calluses. Always rolling blunts, I got calluses. My body falls.
Settle down in the place of dreams. Float away in the scenery. Take a backpack of what you need. Let's explore the world we see. All the dangers have been made up. You believe what they say. Through the heartache, I would stargaze. No invasion today. We've come this far, through wind and rain alone. So take your chances to embrace the waterfall. Are you ready for the cold? When they change your life. Are you ready for chances to embrace the waterfall.
All right, just wrapped up at the gym. That thing is mounted outside my car, so hopefully it doesn't fall. It's currently 3:20 a.m. I'm definitely gonna end the video off here now because it's already Saturday and it's time for me to finish editing this video and release it by tomorrow, Sunday. My sleep schedule this week has been really messed up. I've been going to bed at like 4 or 5 a.m., somewhere between there, and then waking up some days at 8:30, 9:30. So really want to just pull this all-nighter tonight, finish editing this YouTube video and do a lot of other work that I just need to get done and get ahead. Then go to bed around 10 p.m. tomorrow. That's the goal. And if you're thinking like I'm pushing myself too hard or not giving myself any time to rest, like there's no balance, I'm honestly living my dream life right now. It feels like a fever dream every single day. Things I do for work, making these YouTube videos. So the best I feel about myself is when I'm actually recording the content, putting the videos out and editing, doing my coaching, building that up, seeing clients' results and hearing positive feedback on that. So we have to do what we have to do. And let's not forget, I quit my 9-to-5 job for this. And there's like a deadline and a timeline of when I'm going back or looking for work again if things are not at the progress or at the rate that I want to be at. So I really don't want to look back at this year with any regret. And this whole journey, like anything with YouTube content and business stuff, I understand it should be a full-on marathon and not a sprint. But just until that January 3rd next year, I'm going to be going at 100 miles per hour, and hopefully I just don't crash on the way. But thank you so much for supporting, watching the videos, seeing my shorts. Oof. Please like, comment, subscribe. I hope the editing, footage, everything is getting better. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.